What's going on, guys? I did that Strat, made in Japan Strat video from BIGDGUITARS a couple weeks ago, and I got some pretty good feedback from you guys, and some of you were asking what are some other good project guitars with good basses to pick up for relatively cheap price points. This is a Yamaha made in Japan Les Paul. It's actually a Studio Lord 500s. I've had this for a number of years. It's a little beat up. It didn't make the move very well. Got some deep scratches here on the back. But this is a really good guitar in terms of having sort of a bass instrument. It's made out of the Fujijin factory in Japan. These came around sort of the late 70s, early 80s. And if you want to screw around with an additional guitar, these are really, really nice. If you find some of them that are beat up, you can sand them down, refinish them. This has got like a weird poly finish, but it's not that thick. You can see how it's sort of peeled off here on the maple neck, and these are really sort of nice guitars to screw around with and customize. It's a 3-piece maple top. One, there's your second, and this is your third, so it's got a little bit of figure. It's a rosewood fretboard with really nice fretwork. And one of the things you can see in a guitar that it's a good high quality guitar is how they do the inlays, how much spacing is between the actual inlay and the wood, and then are the sort of inlays rounded off, or they come to a hard corner. These inlays aren't rounded off and they come to a hard corner, so there's a sort of precise amount of work that needs to go into this. And these are really nice guitars. The fretwork is low, it's got low action. It's a 2-piece maple neck. You see the seam running down here. It's got the volute then as well. And I'd say it's sort of a like a medium C feeling neck. And then it's got sort of a smaller heel. It's got all original pickups and electronics. You can see that in the pictures here. And this guitar I've had for a number of years. I needed another guitar. I can look at some of the domage. It's got a nice dome, sort of nice sanding guitar. The guitar's pickup and electronics sound great. These are just one of those overall nice guitars. You can take them apart, sort of beat them up, and they're gonna last. It's got a great bass to play with. So let's plug this in and give it a whirl here for you. So this is the neck pickup. This is the bridge. Great sounding guitar, great sort of all stock vintage guitar that you can get for a very low price point. It's got the sort of standard hardware. It's a little bit pitted, but it's got a tune-o-matic with the wire holding it in. I haven't had any issues with this guitar. I bought it from Japan, and it's just been a great player. I had some plans for it, just never got to it, and I'm sort of turning a bunch of gear and wood these days. So if you're looking for stuff, find me on eBay, and I'm just sort of moving a bunch of stuff. These are one of those great project guitars that you could take apart, beat up, and have something to play with. These are much, much higher quality than the Indonesia or Chinese made Epiphones. Those guitars are sort of hit or miss. These are made by the Japanese, high quality, really high-end guitar at a lower price point. This is what sort of started the made in Japan. I think a lot of you guys don't know about how well made those made in Japan guitars are. Some of the younger guys just haven't gotten that in their education yet, but the old made in Japan stuff is outstanding. So if you want to screw around with a guitar, or you need a guitar with a alternate tuning, or you want to repaint the top or whatever, these are great bass guitars to play with and work with. You got all the great features, maple neck, center joined with a volute. You won't have any issues. Usually these necks don't warp because of how they're made. And then it's set neck, and overall just a great project guitar for you. So high quality, made in Japan, Yamaha Studio Lord 500s. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.